I'm the CEO of a company, and he's a garbage collector. But I was still drawn to him and fell in love with him. The story goes like this. Paper planes. Ali opened his eyes at 5 in the morning. The sun had not yet risen, but his day had begun. In the small room where he lived with his elderly mother, there was only one window through which a faint light came. Ali, son, get up. It is getting late, his mother said. Ali quickly performed ablution, prayed, and drank tea. Then he picked up his broom, mop, and cleaning supplies, and left the house. He had been working as a cleaner in the city's tallest building, the Crystal Tower, for the past 2 years. It was a 50-story building that housed several large companies. Ali had a special habit. He would make small paper planes while he worked. Whenever he found a piece of paper, he would make a plane out of it and fly it out the window. This plane will go far, he said to himself. Ayesha Khan was the most successful businesswoman in the city. At just 28 years old, she was the CEO of Khan Enterprises. Her office was on the 45th floor of the Crystal Tower. When Ayesha reached her office at 8 in the morning, she saw a small paper plane lying on her desk. What is this? She asked her secretary. I don't know, madam. Maybe it came from the wind. Ayesha took the plane in her hand. It was beautifully made. Something was written on it in pencil. The journey of dreams can never stop. The next day, another plane arrived. It was written on it. The ray of hope shines in the darkest night. The third day again. Now Ayesha felt that this was no coincidence. Someone was sending this plane. She checked the CCTV cameras. Then she found out that these planes were coming from the 40th floor. Who works there? She asked the guard. Madam, they do cleaning work there. A boy named Ali works there. Ayesha decided to go and see for herself. The next day, Ayesha secretly went to the 40th floor. There, she saw a young boy making a paper plane while mopping the floor. Ali did not know that anyone was watching her. He was humming something as he made the plane. Fly, bird, fly, take your dreams. Somewhere far away in the sky, make your home. Ayesha's heart was filled with this voice. Such simplicity, such innocence. Ali made the plane and went to the window. When he flew the plane, a gust of wind carried it upwards. Ayesha quickly returned to her office. 15 minutes later, the plane was on her desk. Ayesha opened the plane. On it was written, if you are receiving this message, then believe that there is still goodness in the world. I don't know who you are, but I hope your day is filled with happiness. A friend. Tears welled up in Ayesha's eyes. How long had it been since someone had spoken of selfless love to her? Everyone in the business world wanted something. She decided that she would respond. Ayesha took a beautiful piece of paper and wrote on it, your message reached my heart. Your simplicity and kindness brightened my day. Your friend. She made a paper plane and left it near the window of the 40th floor. When Ali came the next day, he found the plane. He opened it and read it. His heart was filled with joy. Someone is listening to me, he said happily. Chapter 7. Meeting in secret. Days passed. Ali and Ayesha continued to exchange paper planes. Slowly they began to get to know each other. Ali said that he writes poetry and that he dreams of publishing his own book of poetry someday. Ayesha said that she feels lonely in the business world and sometimes wonders if her life is just about making money. Uncle Karim, the watchman of the Crystal Tower, had a parrot named Mithu. This parrot was very clever and kept an eye on everything. One day, Mithu saw Ali and Ayesha playing paper planes. Uncle Karim, shouted Mithu. Ali Bhai and Madam Ayesha are in love. Uncle Karim laughed and said, Mithu, you talk a lot. But Mithu was right. Ayesha's maternal uncle, Farhan Khan, also worked in the company. He wanted Ayesha to marry him, so that he could become the owner of the company. Farhan came to know that Ayesha was talking to someone through paper planes. "What is this nonsense?" he said to his friend. "I will not let this happen." Farhan paid the guards to spy on the matter. One day, Ayesha wrote on the plane, "Would you like to meet me tomorrow at 5 p.m. on the roof of the building?" Ali replied, "I am a poor cleaner. You might be disappointed to see me." Ayesha wrote, "The richness of the heart is the real richness. Please come." At 5 p.m., Ali timidly went to the roof. Ayesha was already there. When they saw each other, both of their hearts started beating fast. Are you the one who cleans my office?" Ayesha said in surprise. "Yes, I am Ali. Are you the madam of the company?" Both of them were silent for a while. Then Ayesha said, "Your planes have changed my life. Your poetry, your thoughts, all of it is very beautiful." Ali's eyes filled with tears. "Madam, I am just a cleaner. You are such a great person. For me, you are the greatest person, because you have a pure heart." After that day, Ali and Ayesha's friendship grew stronger. They would meet on the roof, talk about their dreams. Ayesha read Ali's poetry. She was very impressed. "Ali, your poetry should be published. But madam, I need money for that. I can only earn enough to support the family," Ayesha thought. But she knew that if she helped directly, Ali's independence would be hurt. Ayesha came up with a plan. She set up a small publishing company and did not tell Ali that it was hers. Then she said, "Ali, I showed your poetry to a publisher. They want to publish your book." Ali's joy knew no bounds. "Really? This was my biggest dream." When Farhan found out that Ayesha and Ali were in love, his anger reached the sky. "This can't be," he shouted. "I will marry Ayesha and become the owner of the company." He planned to get Ali fired. Farhan stole some important company documents and hid them in Ali's broom box. Then he told the security, "I have noticed that this cleaner keeps looking at him with suspicion. Search him." When the documents were found with Ali, everyone thought he was a thief. "No, I didn't steal these," Ali shouted, but no one listened to him. Ali was arrested and taken away by the police. When Ayesha heard this news, her world was shaken. "This is impossible. Ali could never steal." But the evidence was against Ali. Ayesha hired a lawyer and tried to get Ali released on bail, but she felt that everything was predetermined. Ayesha decided to investigate herself. She asked Uncle Karim and Mithu for help. "Uncle Karim, what did you see that day?" Uncle Karim thought, "Madam, I saw that Farhan Sahib had gone to Ali's workplace after you left." "Mithu also saw it." "Mithu also saw it," said the parrot. Ayesha checked the CCTV cameras again. This time she looked very carefully. Finally, she found the scene in which Farhan was hiding papers in Ali's box. "It was a conspiracy," said Ayesha. She immediately gave this evidence to the police. Ali was released and Farhan was arrested. When Ali came out of prison, he was very broken. Ayesha apologized to him. "Ali, I could not save you. You did a lot, madam. But now I understand that there is a big difference between us." A fear settled in Ali's heart. He thought that if he stayed close to Ayesha, he would have more problems. Ali decided to leave the city. He said to his mother, "Mom, we should leave here." "Why, son? There is no place for us here." When Ayesha found out, she ran to Ali's house. "Ali, what are you saying?" "Madam, I am a poor man. Your world and mine are different. But in love, no one is rich or poor." Ayesha's mother looked at Ayesha. She understood that this girl loved her son. "Daughter, do you really love Ali?" "Yes, aunt, I love you very much." "Then support her. There is no high or low in love." Ayesha's mother said to Ali, "Son, this girl truly loves you. This love is more than money." At that time, Ali's poetry book was published. This book was very popular. People started praising his poetry. a great writer, wrote, "This young poet is the best poet of this era. There is true love and pain in his heart." Ali could not believe it. Suddenly, offers to read books and recite poetry started coming to him from all sides. With success, Ali's confidence returned. Now he felt that he was something too. Ayesha said, "I said, didn't I say that you have a lot inside you? But madam, I am still the same Ali." "Yes, and I am the same Ayesha who loves you." There was a dog named Tommy in Ayesha's house. It was a very intelligent dog and understood everything Ayesha said. When Ali first went to Ayesha's house, Tommy welcomed him very warmly. "Tommy doesn't like people very quickly," Ayesha said. "But you liked it immediately." Tommy sat next to Ali and looked at him lovingly, as if to say, "You are a good man." Ayesha's father was very angry when he found out that she was in love with a cleaner. "What nonsense is this, Ayesha? Do you want to marry a cleaner?" "Abu, Ali is a wonderful person. He is a poet. His heart is pure. But he is poor. What will people say?" Ayesha's mother said, "Ayesha, whatever your decision, we are with you. But believe me, this is true love." Ayesha invited Ali to her house for dinner. It was a big test. Ali wore his best clothes and brought flowers. Ayesha's father received him coldly. At the dinner table, Ayesha's father asked Ali several difficult questions. "What can you give Ayesha?" Ali replied very politely, "Uncle, I can't give Ayesha money, but I can give my heart. I can give my life. I can give my love. But love doesn't fill my stomach. Uncle, now I'm earning money from poetry. I'll keep Ayesha happy." After eating, Ali called Ayesha's father, gave him his poetry book. "This is my first book. If you have time, read it." That night, Ayesha's father read the book. There was so much pain, so much truth in Ali's poetry that his heart melted. Especially this poem. "Loving is not a sin. Being poor is not a sin. The sin is to break your heart and build a relationship with money only." The next day, he said to Ayesha, "Daughter, this boy looks good. There is a lot in his heart." When Farhan was released from jail on bail, his anger grew even more. "I failed him once. Now I will do it again," he told his friends. Farhan hired some goons and planned to attack Ali and drive him out of the city. Uncle Karim somehow found out that Farhan was going to do something wrong. "Mithu, you keep talking all the time. Talk about work today. Go and tell Ayesha Madam that Farhan is going to do something very naughty." Mithu immediately went to Ayesha. Madam, Farhan is a bad person. He will harm Ali Bai." Ayesha immediately called Ali. "Ali, you should not go out anywhere. Farhan is going to do something." In the evening, when Ali was going home, 3 people surrounded him on the way. "So, is that Ali who loves Madam Ayesha?" Ali understood that this was Farhan's work. "What have I done to anyone?" "You have done to Farhan Sahib. Now I will teach you a lesson." When he started attacking Ali, suddenly Tommy arrived there. Ayesha was looking for Ali with him. Tommy barked loudly and even bit a goon. Ayesha immediately called the police. The police came and caught the 3 goons. They admitted that Farhan had given them the money. Farhan was arrested again. Ali had a minor injury. Ayesha took him to the hospital. "You didn't feel anything too bad." "No, ma'am, I was saved because of you." And Tommy also helped a lot. Tommy was happily shaking his head. A few days later, Ali got some great news. His poem won the first prize in an international poetry competition. "Wow, Ali, you did amazing," Ayesha said happily. Along with the prize, he also received 1 lakh rupees. Ali first got his mother treated and bought a small house. "Now I can marry Ayesha," he said happily. Ali spoke to Ayesha's parents. "Uncle, Now I am able to marry your daughter. Will you allow me?" Ayesha's father said, "Ali, you have proven that with hard work and dedication, a person can achieve anything. We are proud of you." The ceremony was very simple. Ali gave Ayesha a paper plane on which it was written, "You will be the queen of my life." The wedding preparations began in full swing. Ali's mother was very happy. "My son has become a poet and is now marrying a good girl." Some of Ayesha's friends did not like this relationship. "Ayesha, are you marrying a cleaner?" Ayesha replied, "I am marrying a poet, a good person." The wedding day arrived. Ali wore simple but clean clothes. Ayesha also did not wear anything too flashy. At the time of the marriage, Ali said, "I promise Ayesha that I will always keep her happy and make her life beautiful with my love and hard work." Ayesha said, "I promise Ali that I will support him in every joy and sorrow." Mithu and Tommy were also present at the wedding and were celebrating. After the wedding, Ali and Ayesha decided to live in a middle-class house. Neither too rich nor too poor. Ali's poetry business took off. He would write books, attend poetry readings, and earn good money. Ayesha also took over her company and helped Ali's poetry to progress. Now we will both make our dreams come true together. Ayesha found out a year later that she was going to become a mother. Ali's joy knew no bounds. "My child will also become a poet. Or someone else will do good work. Just be good and hardworking." When the child was born, he was very beautiful. They named him Umeed. On the very first day, Ali made a paper plane and gave it to his son. "This is your first gift, son." Ali's poetry now became famous all over the world. His books were translated into different languages. His collection of poems called Paper Planes was very popular. It also included the story of his love for Ayesha. One poem in particular became famous. "Paper planes were my dream, pulling them on the plane. He went to the sky, my heart was my speech. He heard them and found love." 5 years later, Ali and Ayesha went to the Crystal Tower. They were now guests there. Uncle Karim and Mithu were still there. "Ali, son, what's the matter? Now you have become a very big man." Uncle Karim said, "Uncle, I am the same Ali, only now the paper planes have turned into books." Ali and Ayesha went to the terrace where they had first met. "Remember, this is where we first met." "How could I forget? This place is the place that changed my life." They made a paper plane and flew it. It read, "The journey of dreams never ends." Ali and Ayesha decided to build a school for poor children where they could get free education. Every child has the right to have their dreams come true, whether they are rich or poor. They named it Paper Plane School. When the school opened on the first day, Ali told the children, "Children, all of you make paper planes and write your dreams and fly them into the sky. Believe me, these dreams will definitely come true." A few years later, Farhan was released from prison. Now he was completely changed. He apologized to Ali. "Ali, I have done a lot of wrong to you. Forgive me." Ali said, "Farhan, let the past be the past. Now think about the future. If you want, you can work in our school." Farhan's eyes filled with tears. He praised Ali for his big heart. 10 years later, Ali and Ayesha had 3 children: Hope, Happiness, and Love. Ali was now a famous poet, but he had not forgotten his simplicity. Ayesha had expanded her business and provided employment to many people. Paper Ship School had now become the best school in the city. The children who studied there were becoming doctors, engineers, teachers, and artists. Due to his old age, Mithu could no longer speak much. One day, when Ali and Ayesha went to visit him, he said, "Ali bhai, your love story was very beautiful." Mithu saw it. Mithu was happy. These were Mithu's last words. A few days later, he died. Ali and Ayesha arranged for him with great respect. Ali built a monument in the school in memory of Mithu and Uncle Karim, who had died some time ago. On it was written, "This is in memory of those simple people who played their role in our love story." Tommy was still alive, but he had grown old. He always sat near Ali. Ali's son Omid was now 12 years old. He also made paper ships. "Abu, will I also become a poet like you?" "Son, you can be whatever you want to be. Just be a good person and work hard." Kushi, who was now 10 years old, used to paint. Mohabbat, who was 8, used to write stories. Ali and Ayesha had been married for 25 years. They celebrated their silver jubilee. On this occasion, Ali said, "I never thought that a cleaning boy could find so much happiness. It's all the result of Ayesha's love and Allah's mercy." Ayesha said, "Ali taught me the real meaning of life. Money doesn't buy happiness. It can buy love." Ali's book, Paper Planes, was nominated for the Nobel Prize. Although he didn't win, the honor was huge. People from all over the world were inspired to hear Ali's story. It's a story of the triumph of love and hard work. When Ali turned 60, he made his last paper plane. On it he wrote, "The most beautiful journey in life is the one that begins with love and ends with love." He flew this plane from the roof of the Crystal Tower. Ayesha was with him. Where will this plane go? It will go to change someone else's life, just as the first plane came to change yours. In the last years of his life, Ali and Ayesha were happy with their children and grandchildren. Ali's paper plane school had now become a university. Thousands of children had studied there and improved their lives. Ayesha's company had also grown a lot, and she did a lot of work to help the poor. When Ali was 70 years old, he fell ill. Ayesha served him day and night. In his last days, Ali said to Ayesha, "My journey is about to end, but our love story will live forever. Where are you going? How will I live without you?" "Ayesha, love never dies. I will always be in your heart." Ali breathed his last, and his hand was in Ayesha's. Ayesha cried, but she knew that Ali's love would always be with her, ending the victory of love. Thousands of people from the city attended Ali's funeral. Rich, poor, educated, illiterate, everyone had respect for Ali in their hearts. On his gravestone it was written, "Ali, a poet, a lover, a good person, 980, 2025 he started the journey of love with a paper plane and taught the world the lesson of love." Ayesha still runs Ali's school and company. Every year on Ali's anniversary, she makes a paper plane and flies it from the roof of the Crystal Tower. On this plane, it is written, "Ali, your love is still alive in my heart, and if you go to the Crystal Tower today, you might see a paper plane flying. Who knows? It might change someone's life." Conclusion. This story tells us that love does not need any class. What can a person not do with hard work? There is beauty in simple things. Goodness always wins. The love story of Ali and Ayesha still gives people hope that with true love and hard work, any dream can come true. Concluding line, paper ships will keep flying. The journey of dreams will continue. Love stories will keep being written, and life will keep becoming beautiful.